Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a topic that's often misunderstood or avoided. Why some older women might notice changes in their body odor. Let's get one thing straight. This isn't about pointing fingers or leaning into stereotypes like old lady smell. That kind of talk is unfair and oversimplifies a complex issue. Instead, we're diving deep into the science, lifestyle factors, and even societal perceptions behind body odor changes as women age. Whether you're curious for yourself, a family member, or just love learning about the human body, this episode is packed with insights. By the end, you'll know why these changes happen, how to manage them, and why we need to approach this topic with empathy, not judgment. As we age, our bodies evolve. Skin, hormones, even how we sweat. For women, these changes can be especially pronounced due to menopause and other factors. But it's not just biology. Diet, hygiene, clothing, and even cultural attitudes play a role. We're going to unpack all of that, debunk myths, and share practical tips to help you or someone you love feel confident and comfortable. So, grab a cozy seat, maybe a cup of tea, and let's get started on this fascinating journey into the science of scent. Let's kick things off with the science of body odor. Why do we smell the way we do? It all comes down to sweat, skin, and bacteria. Our bodies have two types of sweat glands: eccrine glands, which produce watery sweat to cool us down, and apocrine glands, found in areas like the armpits, groin, and scalp, which produce a thicker, oilier sweat. When bacteria on our skin break down apocrine sweat, it releases compounds that create what we call body odor, or BO. Now, as women age, especially during and after menopause, typically in the late 40s to 50s, hormonal changes shift the game. Estrogen and progesterone levels plummet, and these hormones influence everything from skin oil production to sweat gland activity. Lower estrogen means less skin oil, which can lead to drier skin. You might think drier skin equals less odor, but here's where it gets interesting. Dry skin can trap bacteria, dead skin cells, or even sweat residues, creating a unique odor profile. There's also a specific compound called 2-nonenal that's been tied to aging-related body odor. A 2001 study in the Journal of Investigative Dermatology found that 2-nonenal, a fatty acid byproduct, increases in the skin after age 40 due to changes in lipid metabolism. When bacteria interact with 2-nonenal, it produces a distinct smell, often described as greasy, grassy, or musty. This isn't exclusive to women. Men produce 2-nonenal too, but menopause amplifies hormonal shifts, making the effect more noticeable in women. The studies showed that 2-nonenal levels can be up to 3 times higher in people over 60 compared to younger adults, especially in warm or humid conditions. But hormones and 2-nonenal aren't the whole story. The skin's microbiome, the community of bacteria living on it, changes with age. As skin becomes thinner and less elastic, its ability to shed dead cells slows down. This can create a cozy environment for odor-causing bacteria. Plus, older sweat glands, both eccrine and apocrine, become less efficient. Less sweat might sound like a win, but it means sweat lingers longer on the skin, giving bacteria more time to break it down into smelly compounds. Genetics also play a role. Some people are predisposed to produce more apocrine sweat, or have a skin microbiome that's more prone to odor. For example, variations in the ABCC11 gene, which is linked to sweat composition, can influence how strong someone's body odor is. This gene is more common in certain populations, like those of East Asian descent, and can affect odor intensity across all ages. So, the biology of body odor in aging women is a mix of hormonal shifts, 2-nonenal production, a changing skin microbiome, slower skin cell turnover, and genetic factors. It's a complex system, but understanding it helps us see these changes as a natural part of aging, not something to be ashamed of. Let's move on to how lifestyle fits into this. Alright, biology sets the stage, but lifestyle and environment can steal the show when it comes to body odor. Let's dive into the everyday factors that influence how older women's body odor might change. First, let's talk diet. What you eat can directly affect how you smell. Foods like garlic, onions, cumin, or cruciferous veggies like broccoli release sulfur compounds that can seep into sweat and skin oils. As women age, they might adopt specific diets for health reasons. Think low-carb for diabetes or high-protein for muscle maintenance. A 2016 study in Chemical Senses found that high-protein diets, common among older adults to combat muscle loss, can increase ammonia-like compounds in sweat, which bacteria love to feast on, creating stronger odors. Cultural diets also matter. For example, in some Asian cultures, diets heavy in fermented foods like kimchi or fish sauce can subtly alter body odor, while Western diets high in red meat might produce a different scent profile. Hygiene is another big player. As we age, mobility issues, arthritis, or fatigue can make daily showers or thorough washing more challenging. It's not about not caring, it's about physical realities. For instance, reaching to scrub the back or feet might be tough, leading to buildup of sweat, oils, or dead skin cells. Older skin is also more sensitive, so harsh soaps or deodorants can cause irritation, prompting some women to skip them. A 2018 study in the Journal of Aging and Health noted that up to 20% of adults over 65 report difficulties with personal hygiene due to physical limitations, which can indirectly amplify odor. Medications are a huge factor. Older women are more likely to take multiple prescriptions. Think blood pressure meds, antidepressants, or diabetes drugs. Some medications, like metformin or certain SSRIs, can alter sweat composition or cause side effects like dry mouth, which can indirectly affect body odor by changing the oral or skin microbiome. For example, dry mouth reduces saliva's natural antibacterial properties, which can lead to secondary odor issues. Clothing choices also matter. Synthetic fabrics like polyester or nylon trap heat and moisture, creating a breeding ground for bacteria. Older women might prefer comfy, easy-to-wear clothes, but if those clothes aren't washed frequently, odors can linger. Natural fibers like cotton, linen, or bamboo are more breathable and less likely to hold smells. Laundry habits can be a hurdle too. Limited mobility or access to washing machines can mean clothes are reworn, trapping odors. Environment plays a sneaky role. Warm, humid climates, or even poorly ventilated homes, encourage bacterial growth. If an older woman lives in a small apartment with limited airflow or relies on heating in winter, odors can build up. Even stress can contribute. Chronic stress, which some older adults face due to health or financial concerns, increases cortisol, which can boost apocrine sweat production. So, lifestyle factors like diet, hygiene, medications, clothing, and environment all interact with biology to shape body odor. But there's more to this than just physical factors. Let's talk about how society views these changes. Now, let's address something deeper. How society talks about body odor, especially for older women. The phrase, "old woman smell," isn't just a casual observation. It's loaded with stereotypes and can carry a real emotional weight. Let's unpack this. Society often places unfair pressure on women to maintain a certain image, including how they smell. While men's body odor is often brushed off as natural, women face harsher scrutiny. This double standard gets worse with age. Older women are sometimes stereotyped as musty or unhygienic, which is not only unfair but also ignores the biological and lifestyle factors we've discussed. A 2020 study in the journal Social Science and Medicine found that older women report higher levels of self-consciousness about physical changes, including odor, due to societal expectations around femininity and cleanliness. This stigma can hit hard psychologically. Imagine noticing a change in your body odor and feeling embarrassed or judged. For some women, this can lead to social withdrawal or anxiety, especially if they're already dealing with age-related challenges like mobility issues or health concerns. The fear of being that smelly old lady can make someone avoid social gatherings or even doctor's visits, which can worsen health outcomes. Cultural attitudes shape this too. In some cultures, natural body odors are less stigmatized, seen as part of being human. In others, especially in Western societies, there's a billion-dollar industry pushing deodorants, perfumes, and freshness as a must-have. This can make older women feel like they're failing if their body odor changes, even though it's a natural process. Marketing often targets younger people, leaving older adults feeling like there's no solution for them. Let's also debunk the myth that body odor changes are always bad. Smell is subjective. What one person finds unpleasant, another might not notice. The idea of old person smell is partly a cultural construct, amplified by media and stereotypes. By understanding the science and context, we can challenge these perceptions and foster more empathy. Let's tackle some myths head-on to clear up misconceptions about body odor in older women. Myth 1. Older women smell bad because they don't care about hygiene. Absolutely not. As we've discussed, physical limitations, sensitive skin, or even lack of access to resources can make hygiene trickier. It's not about neglect. It's about navigating new realities. Myth 2. Only women experience old person smell. Wrong. Men produce two non-enal and experience similar odor changes with age. The focus on women often comes from societal bias, not biology. Myth 3. Body odor changes are inevitable and untreatable. Not true. While you can't stop aging, there are plenty of ways to manage odor, from hygiene tweaks to lifestyle changes. We'll cover those next. Myth 4. All older women have the same odor issues. Nope. Genetics, diet, environment, and health vary widely, so everyone's experience is unique. Painting all older women with the same brush is lazy thinking. By busting these myths, we can shift the conversation from judgment to understanding, focusing on solutions rather than stereotypes. So, what can you do if you or someone you care about is noticing body odor changes? Here are practical, judgment-free tips to manage it effectively. First, hygiene. Use gentle, fragrance-free cleansers designed for sensitive skin to avoid irritation. Antibacterial soaps can reduce odor-causing bacteria, but use them sparingly to prevent dryness. Focus on areas with apocrine glands, armpits, groin, feet. If mobility's an issue, tools like long-handled sponges or shower chairs can help. For some, professional caregiving support or occupational therapy can make hygiene routines easier. Bathing every other day might be enough, but daily washing of key areas is key. Second, deodorants and antiperspirants. Look for products labeled for sensitive skin, like aluminum-free or baking soda-based deodorants. Brands like Native or Vanicream are popular for gentle formulas. Reapply as needed, especially in hot weather. If irritation occurs, consult a dermatologist for prescription options. Third, diet. Cutting back on strong-smelling foods like garlic, onions, or heavy spices can help, but don't skimp on nutrition. Stay hydrated. Drinking plenty of water helps flush out odor-causing compounds. Probiotics, found in yogurt or supplements, can balance gut and skin bacteria, potentially reducing odor. A 2019 study in Nutrients suggested probiotics might improve body odor in some cases. Fourth, clothing. Choose breathable fabrics like cotton, linen, or bamboo, which let air circulate and reduce bacterial buildup. Wash clothes after each wear, especially workout gear or sweaters. If laundry's a challenge, lightweight machine-washable options are a lifesaver. Consider odor-neutralizing sprays for clothes between washes. Fifth, environment. Keep living spaces well ventilated with fans or open windows. In humid climates, a dehumidifier can reduce moisture that fuels bacteria. If you're in a warm area, lightweight clothing and regular showers are even more important. Sixth, home remedies. Some swear by natural solutions like apple cider vinegar wipes for underarms or tea tree oil diluted in water as an antibacterial rinse. Always test on a small skin patch first to avoid irritation. Finally, professional help. If odor persists, see a dermatologist or doctor. Skin infections, medication side effects, or underlying conditions like diabetes can contribute to odor. Regular checkups can catch these early. These tips are about feeling confident and comfortable, not hiding who you are. Small changes can make a big difference. Wow, we've covered a lot today. From the science of hormones and 2-nonenal to lifestyle factors, societal stigma, and practical solutions, we've dug deep into why body odor changes in older women and how to handle it with confidence. Aging is a universal journey, and understanding these changes helps us approach them with empathy and empowerment, not shame. If this episode resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might find it helpful. Drop a comment below. Have you noticed these changes yourself? Got any tips or questions? I read every single comment and love hearing your stories. If you want more content like this, science-backed, judgment-free, and practical, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss an episode. Also, let me know what topics you want us to cover next. Maybe the science of aging skin, or how diet impacts health in your 60s and beyond. Your suggestions keep this channel going. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and I'll catch you in the next one.